What's up, guys? It's Sam here, and I wanted to talk about getting paid to move from Hawaii to Florida, and that's on a monthly basis. Getting paid $140 a month and living for free, no housing costs. So I wanted to talk about that, but before I do that, make sure you press that subscribe button and that little bell notification so YouTube can tell you every time I post a new video. With that being said, I wanted to talk about that. So I used to live in Hawaii, and then I moved to Florida. And through that process, I bought a business in Florida, and I bought a property in Florida. The property, the payment for it's a principal and interest, and there's PMI because it's less than 20% down. So if you don't know what any of that means, you should probably Google it. So the PMI, the principal, the interest, the insurance, and the taxes all escrow together for less than $900. The total square footage of the house is around 1,900 square feet. It's across from a lake. It's 7 minutes from the beach. It's a nice little property, nothing special. And I moved into that property. I purchased it with my brother, and the total costs for the electric, water, and internet were, the internet's about $50, and the water is about $50, and the electric around $200. So if you add those, the internet plus the water plus the electric, it comes out to around $300 a month. So the total cost per month was around $1,200. And I moved into the property with my brother. We had 2 roommates, right? Because there was, on the half that we were on, it was a 4-bedroom. So we're on that side, and we had 2 roommates, each paying $375. So $375 plus $375 is $750, and that's on our side. Then we rented out there's a little efficiency in Florida. They call them efficiencies. It's basically just a studio apartment, and the studio apartment is renting for $725. So $725 plus $750 is $1,475. So we're getting $1,475 every month coming in, and we're paying out $1,200. $1,200 is the $900, we're slightly under $900, plus the utilities and internet and whatnot. So I rounded up to $900 because sometimes, say, maybe electric's a little bit more, sometimes it's a little bit less, but we'll just say for round numbers, the utilities, everything was about $300. The cost for the mortgage, insurance, taxes, PMI, and all that was $900. So that's $1,200. The total gross rents collected was $1,475. So that means my brother and I got about $140 per month to live in Florida, across from a lake and 7 minutes from Clearwater Beach, for free. So we lived for free, and we made $140 a month on average. It doesn't, a lot of people in real estate call that house hacking. It doesn't take a lot to do things like that. It's not a tremendous, I had no idea what I was doing. There's a little thing that helped out tremendously, though. What was the resource? It's called the internet. So you just use the internet to look up whatever you're trying to do, and it's not that challenging. It's not that scary. The total outlay for the entire thing was probably around $17,000. But remember, that's split between 2 people. So that's $8,500 each. If you put together some things, or you're probably already in that position where you could get together $8,500 fairly quickly or easily. Or maybe you should consider living a different lifestyle so you can save more money, whether that's getting rid of your car and payment and or downsizing the place that you live in and cutting back on some of the subscriptions and other things that you have, it's not that challenging. And now, after I'm not living in Florida anymore, it's still paying me, but now I'm actually renting it to my brother, so the amount that I receive has actually increased per month. So it's not that challenging. I think there is a tremendous amount of opportunity for somebody who's willing to move into a property to do something like this. And think about that, right? If you're paying $800 to $1,000 a month for a property, and you can get into another property and pay virtually nothing or make a little bit by moving into another property and having a roommate, right? And I understand, like, some people have wives and kids, but that doesn't mean you couldn't have a roommate potentially. Just don't rent to somebody you don't fucking like. You know, rent to somebody who's like they travel 5 days a week and they're there on the weekends or something like that. You know what I mean? Like, where there's a will, there's a way. If you're willing to actually put in the effort to figure out how it's done and understand what's important to you during that process. Because if you don't want to have a roommate, then you realize that that's not, like, your financial independence is really not that important to you. Having the privacy is, which there's nothing wrong with that, but then don't lie to yourself and say that that's your number one priority and that's what you should be doing, or like that's what you're focusing on with as much effort as you can be, because you're not, period. You know what I mean? So just be self-aware enough to understand that. And so if you go from, say, saving $1,000 a month, or say $500 a month, you save $500 a month, and you're paying $1,000 rent, to moving into a place where you say you don't make any money, you just don't pay anything, right? Or say you just pay $200 a month, right? Now you go from saving $500 to saving $1,300, right? Which is the $800, right? You were paying $1,000, now you're paying $200 a month because you're renting it out, and or you got a duplex or triplex or quad. So you go from paying $1,000 to $200. You get that $800 and you save that, plus the $500 you're already saving, which was your $1,300 a month. So you more than doubled. There's a nice white birch tree over there. You more than doubled the amount of savings on a monthly basis. You know what I mean? Substantially. What is that? 260% increase or something like that, or 160% increase or something. Just by doing that one thing, and then that allows you to do that for a few months, and you know, if you're saving $1,300 a month, 8 months later, you have enough to do it again, right? So just continue that process so that you can keep building a portfolio. This is, and I'm not just saying somebody else should do, this is what I am doing right now. This is exactly what I'm doing. This is what I did. This is exactly what I'm doing. I'm renting right now. It's about $1,000 a month. I'm in the process of trying to purchase a foreclosure, and if everything goes according to plans, I'm going to be moving into this foreclosure. It's a triplex. I'm going to be moving into the smallest, the shittiest one of the 3 units, and I'm going to be renting out the other ones, and I will stay there for a period of time, and then I will continue the process until I can get another one, and I'll be moving out of that one and having that all rented out. That's literally what I'm doing. I'm not telling somebody to do something or saying these things just based on opinion or what I've read. This is exactly what I am doing. This is the process of what I am doing. Anyways, if you guys have any questions, let me know down below in the comments. If you want to send me a pizza, you know where to do that. Just kidding. Don't send me pizza. It's not a cheat day. But there is a link in the description for Instagram. So if you want to jump over to Instagram and say, what's up? You know where to find the link. And you can ask questions over on Instagram as well. Hope you guys enjoy your weekend, and I'll talk to you soon. Peace.